First of all, you need to understand what an investment is. An investment is simply something you put in your time and your money with the hope of making profit in the future. If I plant a seed today and it bears fruit in the next 1 year or the next 2 years, that's an investment. You need to be able to differentiate between an investment and gambling. Now, gambling is something you put in your money and your time with the hope of making profit immediately. The difference between gambling and investment is simply time and chance. Investment is built on time, while gambling is built on chance. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of the best investments you can make in 2024. But before we go into that, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Divine, and what I basically do on this channel is document how I trade and as well show you the kind of mindset that I have. If you want to be something like this, I want you to like, subscribe, and as well drop a comment. I'll be right back. Now, one of the best investments you can actually make is to invest in yourself. I know this might sound very common, but it is actually one of the best investments you can make. And how do you invest in yourself? By simply getting a skill. And one of the kind of skill that you need to get is simply a high income paying skills. That means a skill that can pay you a very high amount of money, or a very high income. That means we want to go for a high income paying skills. And what are some of the kind of high income paying skills that you can invest in? Number one is you can invest in trading, you can invest in coding, you can invest in tech, you can invest in content creation, you can invest in affiliate marketing, you can invest in copywriting. Now, there are plenty high income paying skills that you can actually invest into. But these are the few I can remember right now. I don't care how old you are. If you're between the age of 18 or you're in your 20s, if you invest in any of these skills and genuinely put in your best and genuinely go through the process and genuinely sit yourself down and learn the skill, it is guaranteed that you're going to become a millionaire before the age of 30. It is guaranteed. Unless you're going to cheat, unless you're going to quit, it is guaranteed that you're going to become a millionaire before the age of 30. It is guaranteed. Any of these skills that you choose to go into, you go through the process, you go through the ups, you go through the downs, and actually learn any of these skills, it is guaranteed that you're going to become a millionaire. Now, going through this process of learning these skills, going through the effort of learning these skills, going through the time of learning these skills can be consuming. It can be discouraging. It's a process. There are points you can look as if you're going to fail, because process also look like failure. You're going to feel like you're not doing anything. You're going to feel like giving up. You're going to feel like it's not going to work. That is the point where boys are separated from men. And for you to be able to go through this process and come out successfully, it is guaranteed that you're going to become a millionaire. You have to derive every means, you have to build every means to not give up, even when it gets harder, because it is guaranteed it's going to be hard. And you might give up and say, it does not work. If you don't give up, if you don't quit, and you genuinely learn these skills, it is guaranteed that you're going to make money at the end of the day. Now, the next skill or the next thing you need to invest your time into or your money into is to learn how to communicate. Learn how to speak so that people will listen to you. While you're going through the process of learning, there's a point you're going to need men to help you. You simply need to speak for them to help you. And you simply need to speak to them for them to help you. What this means is that at a point where you're learning your skill, whatever skill you choose to learn, whether it's coding, whether it's trading, whether it's whatever you choose to learn, there's a point you're going to need the help of men. And for them to help you, you need to speak to them for them to help you. You need to learn how to speak correctly so that people will listen to you. You need to learn how to speak in a manner that people are going to listen to you. Because you need men. And men are very difficult people. Men are very tough people. It's very complex when you're dealing with men. And it takes God for God to cause men to want to hear you. And it takes how you speak to them for them to listen to you. Let me rephrase that. It takes God for them to want to listen to you. it takes God for them to want to hear you. And it takes how you communicate or how you speak for them to listen to you. Invest in trying to improve how you speak. Invest in trying to see how you can communicate in a manner that once you speak, people want to listen to you. That is one of the golden things you can learn in your 20s. Now, the next thing you want to invest in is to simply invest in relationship. I don't know how you're seeing the world, but it is very important to have a relationship with people. It is very important to have a relationship with people who are going where you're going to. Not necessarily where you're going to. Great people, people who can help you, people who can speak for you, people who can speak in your absence. Relationship is very important. And how do you build relationship? I will tell you. One of the easiest way you can be able to build relationship or connect with people is to simply go to where you can meet great people. Don't spend your time going to where you are going to be seeing small people and going to see people who are wearing big shoes. That money, that little money that you have, invest in going to places you can see great people. Instead of you trying to go to places where you can be able to toast girls, you simply need to go to places where you're able to meet people who are talking about money, great people, great mind that you can actually make friends with and share ideas with to become a great person. Don't spend your time going to places you're going to be seeing where you'll be toasting girls or maybe where you'll be asking girls out or trying to look for girls. Go to places you can be seeing people who are serious minded, who are focused, who are trying to make money, who are already making money. So they can share ideas with you and you become a great person. For instance, if you know that Divine, who is a great person, have the restaurant that he goes to, you can simply start going to that restaurant because Divine is going there because you have a purpose of going there to connect with Divine and maybe share ideas together and become great as well. So for you to become great, you have to be in a relationship with people who are already great. Another way you can actually connect with people is by simply going to places where people are talking about money, places where people who maybe do tech are going to chill, lounge, or places where there's young people who are very futuristic, young people who know what they're doing, not young people who are looking for girls to sleep with or maybe looking for the next girls to strike or all of those stuff. You have to go to places where you're seeing young people who are determined to make it. Young people who work from anywhere on the world, maybe places where young people go and just relax and work, not chase girls. That's what you simply want to do. If you invest in going to these places, guarantee that you're going to meet someone who's going to give you an idea that can change your life. Don't go to where poor people are staying. You become poor eventually. Don't try to go to places where you'll be seeing poor people or broke people around you. Go to places where you'll be seeing rich people and make yourself friendly. Even Bible said that for you to make friends, you have to show yourself friendly. Once you show yourself friendly, then you apply the skill of communication that you have learned. Then you attract great people to your life. That's one of the ways you can build quality relationship with people. Now, all these things that I've said in this video, you don't need a lot of money for you to be able to do this. You don't need a lot of money to start learning how to maybe trade forex. You don't need a lot of money to start learning how to code. You don't need a lot of money to start learning how to go into content creation. You don't need a lot of money to start anything you want to do. What you only need is for you to be serious, for you to be determined, for you to be persistent to say, I'm going to actually do this and actually do it. That is just the simple truth. You don't need a lot of money to start doing whatever you need to start doing. For you to be able to learn how to communicate, you don't need a lot of money to learn how to communicate. For you to build or invest in a relationship, you don't need a lot of money to be able to do that. What you need most importantly is the zeal, the seriousness that you need to start, the seriousness, determination, and the focus to remain. It's going to be hard for you to be able to learn a new skill because your brain is not used to it. You have to continue so that your brain will get used to it and it become easier. Even at that point, where your brain gets used to it, it's still going to be hard. You need to prepare your mind that it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult, but you still have to do it, regardless of how difficult it is. Even when you feel like giving up, still continue. Even when you feel like it's not working, still continue. Trying to learn how to communicate properly is going to be hard because your brain is not used to it. You need to deploy means on how you can continue even when it's not working. Trying to build relationship with people is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy as I sound. Prepare your mind for it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult for both kids. I think this is all for this video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.